I fumbled the girl in my dreams because I was too scared to say anything during the link up. And y'all know how that ended up. I got ghosted.
Scared to say something during the link. And today we're watching Getting Ghost Be Like. During my time as a young man, I've experienced, you know what I'm saying, a lot of female relationships, let's just to say the least. And I'll say that getting ghosted is a part of the game, you know what I'm saying? Love the game, love the hustle. You're gonna get ghosted, and that's okay, it's fine. We're not ghost busters, right? We're not ghost catchers. You get ghosts, we not chasing. Ooh, I'm cooking. Y'all dap me up. Go watch. Make sure you like this video already. Make sure you sub up already. Make sure you go watch my latest video on my main channel too. Going crazy. When you low key start to realize this shit I ain't reading time.
Alright, let's do this one last time. For real this time. If you watch my previous videos, you'd know I'm a D1 professional fumbler. Not like this guy though. I've sold it back many times, and honestly, it sucks. But to be honest, fumbling is just the top of the iceberg, cause there is something much worse that usually happens after you fumble, and that's getting ghosted. Getting ghosted is probably one of the worst things that you can experience, whether you're a guy or a girl. It happens to everyone at some point. All of a sudden,
is it when you get ghosted? Is that the worst thing that could happen between a guy and a girl? Definitely not. But like, I'm trying to see if it's even like top 5 if you get ghosted. Maybe if your feelings are real invested, which if you should be able to catch that vibe if she like if she's in the realm of ghosting you or not, to not even involve yourself that much. You feel what I'm saying?
and the person you're talking to goes dry for no reason at all and just stops texting you. They become prime Corey Kenshin or fearless. The worst thing though is that most of the time you don't know why they ghosted you. I'm talking about how one day you could be having the greatest conversation of all time with your talking stage or whatever, and then the next day they act like you did their whole family wrong. I thought we had something going on. Why you acting weird?
So what you doing later? Okay. If I ever got that message, I'll just be like, "You good?" And if they what their message was after that, it would be no response.
The most painful thing though is that you can feel that they don't want to talk to you, and everything starts to fade away.
This is the thing. Don't talk to them. If it feels like that, regardless of how much you felt like they was feeling you or not, you got to get that same energy. Don't go outside, y'all.
I'm not fooling you. Like, ain't no way you're that famous or busy to not reply. I genuinely want to know what y'all doing at 9 p.m. bro, cause I know you're chilling. Now, ghosting isn't necessarily a thing that happens with someone that you were already talking to. It could also be a result of just not knowing how to make a conversation flow and fucking something up even when the bag was secured. Like, for example, say you meet a girl at a party and y'all are talking amazing in the party.
Okay.
But when you get back home and text her, you start acting like an absolute NPC. And
this is the thing though. Okay. Now, all right. So this is what I see what's going on here. Right. This is no shot at bro. Watch, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for the video. Great video. But a lot of y'all niggas, bro, and I'm realizing this, especially with my younger cousin. A lot of y'all niggas do not know how to move and operate. Right? The day that you get the number from somebody, do not hit them up. Just let it, like that night, if you got the number that night at a party, just let it breathe. Wait a day, maybe. God dang. You got the number same day, you gotta hit her up same day. Just let it breathe for a second. One day, let it breathe. I don't know what's up with y'all niggas, bro. But that's all right, I'm gonna teach y'all, bro. Just ask me questions. Come, you know what I'm saying? Let me teach y'all something.
And start texting her stuff like this. Or the other way.
Do you have a girlfriend? Sigh, no. I've been told that I'm too sweet and caring and nice, but I don't know. I'm honestly just, okay, yeah, this gotta be fucking.
Around. You're Duke Dennis when it comes to texting, but the day the link up comes around, you're the complete opposite. For example, as I was saying in one of my previous videos, I fumbled the girl in my dreams because I was too scared to say anything during the link up. And y'all know how that ended up. I got ghosted.
Niggas scared to say something during the link. My cousin was just telling me about that, bro. He told me he went to this girl invited him to come to the crib to smoke, right? He pulls up to the crib. He goes. Shorty sits on one part of the couch. This nigga sits on the other end of that hoe. Don't say nothing. Barely talking. Just, bro, what are you doing, bro? She invited you to the crib. Y'all gotta remember too, bro. It's a conversation. Y'all feed off each other in a conversation, bruh. It's not. No, you're not. This isn't an interview. You don't gotta put. You obviously you gotta put on like a, like your best, but you ain't gotta be stuck like, yes sir, yes ma'am, da da da. Like, just be cool. Be, you know what I'm saying. Think about what you're gonna say. You know what I'm saying. Be somewhat suave. Come on, bro.
In the worst possible way that you can get ghosted, bro. After I left her at her house, she asked me if I got home, then left me undelivered until the next day. And when I replied,
she asked me if you got home and left you undelivered.
She never texted me back, bro. It sucks even more when something like this happens to you, because it was kind of your fault. Anyway, I'm over that already, but honestly, I feel as if I've gone through every type of ghosting. For example, like, there was this one time, bro, about 3 years ago, probably one of the first times I had something actually going on with a girl, that I committed the biggest airball of all time. To give you some context on what happened,
this nigga right here is not in his bag, I see.
There was this girl that was 1 year older than me. One day, I was over at my cousin's house staying for the night. One of them is my age and the other is just 3 years older than me. And we were chilling, checking Insta, and we got to this girl's post. I said she was pretty, so my cousins dared me to text her, as a joke. Just messing around.
Just messing around.
Now, keep in mind, I had never really texted a girl like that before, and there was probably no way she even knew I existed. But I was like, fuck it, and sent her a hey. Looking back at it, I was cooked from the start, because not only was that extremely random, and I was probably one of a lot of guys in her DMs that did the exact same thing, but my Insta profile was absolute ass when I texted her. I was using some Pinterest, Juice WRLD, RIP.
Of course you were. Of course you were. Of course you were.
Bart Simpson, PFP. Most of my highlights were low quality pics of random stuff and myself that I
of course
took on an ancient camera, and she didn't even
follow me back. At least he's aware though.
But for some reason, and to this day, I still don't know why, she actually replied. She hit me with a hey back.
Okay.
Like, what?
Okay,
so
my boy.
there I was, shocked out of my mind, not knowing what to say. But luckily, I had my cousins right there, helping me cook up the perfect responses. Honestly, felt like Travis making franchise in the studio. And you know what? It kind of worked. We texted the whole night, no joke.
Okay.
From random small talk to getting kind of deep. Well, deep, at least. It felt like things were actually going well, and we kept this up for like 2 whole weeks.
Oh, shit.
Consistent texting.
Okay, that's where he's kind of like off at. Unless now, if he hasn't linked or said what's up or had conversation in real life with this woman, you know what I'm saying? And but you just kept texting it, keeping it on the phone, but you haven't done nothing. That's not a good look. If y'all have come back and forth and y'all talked in real life, y'all had a conversation, that's fine, right? But then you kind of come off as this nigga that's just like, this nigga's like, I'm only texting this nigga. Like, why? At some point, you can be like, why am I wasting my time texting this nigga out every day? All right? You know what I'm saying? You would have to, like, make this human contact.
Late night convos, all of that. I was thinking I was actually making moves with this girl, but then I made the mistake of asking one of my friends, who was in the same class as her, what she thought about me.
Oh, shit.
I thought she'd hit me with some good news, but instead, she goes, oh yeah, she's just replying to you because she feels bad.
Oh.
What?
Niggas is... Yeah, I've never gotten that one. I had to see this nigga in real life and have a real conversation with him. But yeah, this... Yeesh.
That crushed me. Like, I didn't know what to do with that information. What if she didn't actually like me and just liked the fact I was giving her attention? For some dumbass reason though, like, I don't know what was going through my head. This is extremely embarrassing, but I thought if I started things fresh, maybe it'll be all cool. So
what? What does that even mean? Yo, this nigga need to call me, bro. Yo, bro, in this video, DM me on Instagram, bro. Astral Dior. That's my Instagram. DM me, bro.
One night, I swear, I hit her with, yo, we should start texting from zero again. By the way,
what?
All those texts we had, that was actually my cousins helping me out. That's right, you've been talking to my cousins this whole time, because I've been obviously staying at their house for 2 weeks. And yeah, that was cap, obviously. Y'all already know it was inevitably going to happen. I ruined everything.
This nigga had
I don't
to
know
be 10
why I
years old
thought
when
that
this
saying
happened.
my cousins were ghostwriting my text for 2 weeks straight was a good idea, because it didn't even make sense. But after that, I just accepted getting ghosted. Honestly, deserved it.
Yeah.
Now, here's the kicker though. Fast forward about a year later, we started bumping into each other IRL at school.
Okay.
We ended up having a few conversations here and there, just casual stuff.
Alright.
And one day, out of nowhere, I asked her if back then she was just replying because she felt bad. And she straight up told me, nah, I actually thought you were cool. It wasn't just that. Like,
I'm gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That would be very bold of her to have said to you, yeah, I was just feeling bad. Or she just really don't care. Right? Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, at the time. But I fuck with you now. So I wouldn't believe that, bro. You strike me as this kind of guy that believed that immediately. And if she told her friend that too, like I'm sure you feel me? So I would still take that with a grain of salt. You feel me?
bruh, I could have had a real chance to spit some game if I
No, bro. No.
hadn't gone and ruined it by saying some dumb shit and overthinking.
Yeah, I can tell you need some
But I'm
coaching,
grateful
bro.
I said that, because it's common sense that it wasn't gonna work out anyway. It needed to happen so that I would learn more text game. I want to make an honorable mention of a time I got ghosted, like in the
God
most stupid way
damn.
possible though. So I don't know if y'all remember the last time there was this trend where on TikTok they made ads for this app that would give you AI pickup lines if you uploaded a screenshot of the girl you were texting. I think it was called RizGPT or something, and I was convinced that the slideshows they made, where supposedly the pickup line worked, were real. So one time I texted
this
this girl from
nigga
school
gotta be
and
like 13 right now type shit.
I did the exact same thing they did in the slideshows. Like, I texted her some corny pickup line and sent her like one of these pics alongside it. And of course that shit wasn't gonna work. Like, I don't know why I expected something completely different to happen, as if she was going to invite me to her crib for doing that. But yeah, just don't do it. It's cap. Anyway, there's another layer to ghosting, and it's when you don't really understand what is going on with the person you're talking to.
I feel like this is I feel like this is an important video for if I have anybody that's hearing this and they're like spazzing like this nigga is, you know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, don't spaz, bro. Don't twack out, bro. I'll be Unc for y'all niggas. Let Unc tell y'all don't do that shit, bro. There's plenty of stories. I have plenty of things that I talk about in my main channel videos, Astral Dior, on YouTube, that you can learn from and certain. But bro, if you're doing shit like this, which there's gotta be because he's doing this, my cousin do some fluke shit like this too, bro. Y'all gotta get right.
The best way I can explain this is, for example, have you ever watched that scene in the Spider-Man PS4 game where Spider-Man goes through this whole crisis texting MJ?
No, not that kind of over. And not okay.
Like, that's literally me. It's so confusing because you don't know why they be switching up at times. If that happens to you though, it's usually not a good sign. So I'd suggest you get out of there as fast as you can if you don't want to end up contemplating life and hugging trees and shit. Which brings me to the aftermath of ghosting, and that's when you just feel pain. I honestly don't know how to explain this feeling, but it's so weird.
Pain.
You're still wondering what went wrong, what you have to change, what the purpose of life is, what your dreams are, and let me just say, I think that's the best feeling of all time. Think about it. If that person ghosted you, if you fumbled the bag, it's probably a sign that something has to change. I know it's corny, but I think everything happens for a reason. But it's up to you to take those events in your life and make something great out of them. If I hadn't fumbled a girl from last video, then you wouldn't be watching this video. I probably wouldn't have been the same person if I hadn't sold with that girl from 3 years ago too. So if you're watching this video and something like this has happened to you, get off your ass and become a better person. Just because you love the ocean doesn't mean you have to drown in it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut this off. Appreciate you, young nigga. Yeah, bro. I guess this is more so for. I know some of y'all niggas is going through some goofball shit like this. I can tell this nigga's very young. And if something like this is going on, bro, don't. Oh, y'all have a go up, man. ADD, let's do it. Like the video, sub up, comment up, hit the noti bell, and make sure you react to the rest of the videos on the channel. Binge the rest of them hoes. Appreciate y'all. We gone.